first up is a 1968 Roosevelt dime. Now you see DDO here on the coin slab. That means double die obverse. That means that there is doubling taking place on the front of the coin, the obverse of the coin. Now here's an example of what that doubling will look like. Now you can see doubling on the lettering there as well as on the date. Now always keep in mind to go check out my other video if you're not sure what doubling is, because there's a difference between mechanical doubling or machine doubling and a true double die coin. So be sure to go check out that video. It will better help explain this, but this is an example of a double die here on the 1968 dime, and that's why this dime sold for a little over $75. Hey, 10 cents into $75, I'm not complaining. But let's move on to a much more valuable coin. This is a 1968 Denver minted Roosevelt dime that was struck on a 90% silver planchet. Now you guys know in 1964, that was the last year that they produced 90% silver dimes. So the 1968 would not have been silver. However, this coin was actually struck on a silver planchet. Now if you're not sure what coins are silver, I got tons of videos on that. Go through my channel, check all the videos out. Any questions you guys got, please put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to your question as fast as I can. Now this dime here sold for over $5,700. Moving on to a very simple error coin that I show in a lot of my videos. This is a 1968 D missing the CLAD layer. So you don't see, you know, the silver like CLAD layer that's supposed to be on there. You know, the silver color, I guess you could say. It wouldn't be a silver coin, but the actual silver color is missing. You only see the inner copper core of the coin there, and that's why it looks, you know, the color that it does. Now this isn't an extremely valuable coin, but it's 10 cents and it's still sold for over $85. Now this next one is a very interesting dime here. It's a 1968 Denver minted dime that was struck on a 1 gram fragment. So definitely not a whole coin here. I would definitely think that maybe someone damaged this, cut it up, I don't know, maybe took a hammer to it, but it's actually a mint error. And that's why this 1968 dime, or fragment, however you prefer to classify it, sold for over $140. Now I'm going to show you a couple RPMs real quick. This is a 1969 D RPM. What that means is that the D mint mark on this coin has been repunched. So RPM repunched mint mark. Now you can't see it in this picture, but actually here is an image of an RPM on a 1969 D. Now you can see to the top right of that D, you can see that very faintly that D there. So it has been repunched, and that will give the coin value. Now this coin here sold for over $105. Here's just another example of an RPM on the 1969 D, and it sold for over $160. Now instead of the missing CLAD layer on the front or the obverse of the coin, this one is missing it on the back, the reverse of the coin. So it's a 1969 D missing the CLAD layer. The other one was a 1968 missing the CLAD layer on the front. But this one here weighs 1.9 grams, and this coin sold for over $75. Next up is a very interesting error. This is a 1969 Denver minted Roosevelt dime that is off center. And if you notice, there's no reverse on this coin. It's only the obverse. So you see that on both sides of the coin, you got Roosevelt's head. And that's why this coin sold for over $430. Just to throw out a very high graded coin, this is a 1968 dime, very high grade, that sold for over $1,100. Hey guys, don't forget to go check out all the other coin and collectible videos on my channel. If you're new, feel free to consider subscribing, and until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comments section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.